Hey everybody, it's your boy Montel.
And it's your girl, Miss Angee from Miss Angee.
Once again, welcome to Blerdicorn Speaks. Oh goodness. Giggle Box here. She always seems to set the mood, so it doesn't even matter. You see this for the first time doing
No,
him.
because what you guys don't see is he always says something that's just totally ludicrous before I press record. And then I end up
giggling, which is great. So I'm doing my job.
For the intro.
I'm doing my job. That's perfectly fine.
Whatever.
Thank you so much, you guys, for checking us out today. We are going to be talking about a few interesting things. We're going to do a bit of a movie review, too. We had the chance...
I thought we were only going to talk about the movie.
Huh?
What else are we talking about?
We're going to talk about the movie.
Okay.
What? Woman? Oh, my goodness. I said we're going to do a bit of a movie review.
You said we're going to talk about some things, and we're going to do some... Okay, never mind. Your lane, my lane.
And she wonders why I do, Anyway, so we had the opportunity to go see Men in Black International.
Men in Black International.
Now, I've been a fan of the franchise since the first film.
Yeah. And
I actually enjoyed this one. What about you?
I didn't think it was as funny as
the original. Yeah, that's
I enjoyed it to a certain extent. We'll get into that.
If you think about it, the first one's kind of hard act to follow because it set up how everything was going to go.
What do you mean?
Well, it was the first movie in the franchise, so
okay.
It had, I hate to say it had a lot of weight behind it because it had to kind of set the precedence and potential.
The original Men in Black?
Yeah.
Okay. I get that.
And it had to get the whole motion going, get the rhythm going for the franchise itself, and including even the cartoon, which I don't know about a lot of other people, but I enjoyed the cartoon.
Wait, it was a cartoon?
Yeah, Men in Black had a cartoon. It had a banging intro theme too. It had a banging intro theme.
Did Will Smith do?
No, there was no singing. There was no singing.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
You should.
I'm gonna look that up.
I got a kick out of it.
Was that the Men in Black 3? I don't know. I'm not a real Men in Black fan.
Well, you know what? And I'm not a fanatic about it either. But when you grew up on Saturday morning cartoons like we did, so I'm always trying to watch cartoons when I have the chance.
I loved the first movie. I did. Second movie was okay. I can't say that I remember the third.
I never did see
this one.
Did I see the third? I don't think I saw the third.
I don't think.
I think at that point I got kind of fed up because they were trying to do the same thing.
It was kind of done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They were doing the same thing.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this new installment of the franchise
International
was very refreshing.
Yeah. It definitely took you out of just one specific location.
Yeah. And we get to see Thor again. And he wasn't fat. And him and Valkyrie.
Oh my gosh.
Were reunited.
To bring Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson together. Because their chemistry in Thor Ragnarok
was really good.
Yeah. It really set off. And it transferred over to Endgame. And they did a good job in Endgame as well.
They did a great job in Endgame. I didn't really like her in Ragnarok.
Really?
She was a drunk. Remember?
She was.
I mean, she had some issues.
Yeah, they all did. She was a little saucy. Yeah, she was
saucy, to say the least. Oh my god! But I love Thor. I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok thoroughly.
It was a nice change from the standard Marvel movies.
Yeah,
it was a nice change. You still had the superhero element, and it was a.
I think I liked it because it was more funny.
Yeah.
It was more funny than serious and action. It kind of put me in the mind of like Ice Pirates or some shit. Like Spaceballs.
Oh, Spaceballs. Yo.
I think Chris is an excellent comedic actor.
He is a hidden gem. Yeah. No one would, I mean, you see glimpses of it throughout the other movies. But
I'm not sure if they actually meant for Thor to be funny, because if you think about the first couple movies from the franchise.
Yeah, they try to make him so serious and just so straight laced.
Yeah.
I'm Thor, the God of Thunder.
Yeah, and I loved Ragnarok. I love it.
But in Ragnarok, and I like what they did with him, because the first movie they had him as the God of Thunder, and
he was the shiznit.
Yeah, but they
was
broke
cocky.
him. But they broke him down
right
in Ragnarok to be like, hey, he can go through some crap like we can, and he can go through the same thing. Just see how he handles it. Yeah.
I loved it, but that ain't what we here to talk about.
Well, we always have that. We're famous for our segues.
I know.
So,
yeah.
But MIB International took it from a different swing, and I liked the aspect that they took it from, because how many times you see people get neuralized for trying to make them forget stuff?
Right.
It's like, okay, first of all, stop putting the damn thing in my face, okay? How many times? Right. Remember in the first one?
Everybody seems stunned. But how does she not get neuralized? Did she just not look?
No, she didn't look.
Just too far away?
Because when she saw them, and I think she saw the bit of the flash, she turned her head. She turned it into the curtain. Yeah, she turned it into the curtain.
Okay. And so that's how she didn't get neuralized like her parents did. Had her parents not got him neuralized, and she wouldn't have come up. They would have thought she was crazy like her whole life.
But of course, when and you know what? They said the name of the creature at least twice, and I tried to catch it both times, and I failed. But when that came bouncing through her window, and she took it to the other window and let him go.
Yeah.
And
one thing
said that it's like the line they said, it almost reminded me of from the Transformers the movie when they were on Planet Junkion. They were saying, "Ball week, grown all week, mini bong," and everybody started repeating the same thing. It's like it's a phrase, it means something, but I have no idea what the hell it means. We don't have translators.
Right.
We don't have translators.
What I didn't like, let me just get it
out
from the gate.
Come on.
I didn't like the predictability, because I figured out the villain quite early. And Dylan saw it yesterday. Okay. So I asked her, I said, "What'd you think of the movie?" She said, "I thought it was good. I didn't think it was very funny." But I was able to figure out, she was like, the plot was predictable. I wish it was a little bit more in depth.
I'm of a mystery.
Yeah. It was very, predictable. It was easy to figure out. She was like, the villain, spoiler alert, the villain is always the boss. And I said, that's funny because Montel didn't get it initially. Let the record show.
That's fine. I don't mind being wrong. That's fine. I don't care. I like a good whodunit. I grew up on Law and Order. I like when everything goes left. Yeah. I like when all the shit goes left. He said they're going, "Wait, you mean to tell me it was that?" Yup. Son of a... I missed it. Completely missed it.
Yeah, she said, though, initially she thought it was C for half a second.
Because I thought it was C for a second.
You thought it was C.
I thought it was C for
longer than a second, like a minute or something.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to quit putting me out there like that. Okay, can you just let me let me bask in my failure like a man, like a nerd man. You know what? I'm gonna need this to fade before Blerdicorn. Okay, so just don't
win them all like that. We can't win them all.
I'm not trying to win anything. But I agree with you. The plot was predictable. You literally knew, okay, there's a problem in MIB in London. Okay, what's going on? And the first thing that came to mind was mole.
Yeah.
And I was like, there couldn't be anything else.
Yeah.
So, but the only thing that made it fun was that
the Pawnee.
Oh, Pawnee. Yes, Kumail Nanjiani. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not a fan of his comedy, but he played that role. He helped make that movie fun. Just being a little smart. It's like, I'm not particularly liking you right now. But the movie was fun, and I'll tell anyone, if you go see the movie, don't have massive expectations. Just go in with an open mind.
Don't expect Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, if you walk in this thing expecting either one of them, then you obviously are obsessed.
I I actually thought that Chris's character H was gonna be a little bit
more macho,
worse off than what he was. You know, I thought he was gonna be like the half crooked, half straight type of agent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that agent,
the rogue.
Rogue. He's overall good, but you know, by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm. He's got
so
that bad
means
boy
I got to do
him.
something illegal.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's what I was kind of, you know, expecting from him. I was happy to see that he didn't get suspended, you know, because they pegged the wrong, you know, person. Because I feel like in the plot of the movie, they were trying to make the audience believe that H was the mole, the villain. Mm-hmm. You know, especially the whole thing with the prince at the beginning touching him and saying, "Oh, you've changed. You're not the same."
Yeah, fungus.
Yeah. So,
that was.
But overall, it was a pretty good movie.
I liked Tessa Thompson's character M. I
loved her character as well.
She was determined not to be left out of anything.
Yes.
And her brain power was I mean, the girl was a badass. She was, the way they crafted her character, she was made for MIB.
She was a badass because she found them.
Mm-hmm. And I like how she did it too. Mm-hmm. But you know what?
I loved Emma Thompson's character as well.
Oh, yes. Very, very smart and very debonair, but, you know, she's not going to take all of your foolishness.
Calm and cool and collected.
But we got to give it up to the pigeons. Got to give it to the pigeons. Because if it wasn't for the pigeons...
She would have walked off and she would have never... And you said that too. He's like, you can always count on the pigeons.
I thought that was so much fun. I was like, yo...
You can always count on the pigeons.
Damn pigeons in New York. I'm just glad they didn't keep it in New York.
Well, I mean, how could it be international in New York?
You'd be surprised. How many times have you seen a movie say, we're going to go overseas, and then right back to New York? Bruh, stay out of New York for once. Okay? Can we please stay out of New York?
Yeah.
We got other cities. Heck, go to Montana if you really want to be exotic about it. Go to Canada. But
go to Canada, go somewhere. Yeah.
But they went to Marrakesh. Mm-hmm. They went to London. Mm-hmm. They did Italy. Mm-hmm. That was actually pretty badass because that little island I remember seeing when I was in the Navy, and I just literally went. It's like,
you saw that?
Yeah. I was bugged out. I didn't get to go because it was a remote. It was a remote island in the middle, but I remember seeing it. I was like, why does it look familiar? Oh my gosh, I saw that.
I didn't get to see you. Fucking thing cool like that.
Our captain was a geography nut. He was just determined to put us in the most visually pleasing place so we can.
I got to see fucking flies the size of hummingbirds in Africa. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
But and one of the most refreshing, you mentioned refreshing, most refreshing changes was bringing in different characters. She's being summoned, ladies and gentlemen. The world wants to bring Angee in.
That was my alarm to remind me to take.
Ain't no wrong with that too. Hey,
so
it can't be us. And what's the point? The Les twins were.
I love my baby.
Yes,
I love them, and they did an excellent job.
They did that. I give them props on that. I remember seeing them when they performed, and the boys. Their chemistry was prime, but their first theatrical big screen. Was
this their first movie?
Yeah, this is their first movie. Big screen deal. They did a damn good job.
Excellent job.
I was really impressed.
That was great casting.
Yeah. You can tell they put some thought into that.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times when you see movies like, this is great, I want to see the movie. What the hell
they just
is
got
that?
these twins with no talent.
And we sit there and go,
their talent is their twins.
How much MF money I pay to see them stare? No, get out.
Yeah, it was so believable. They were so believable in their chemistry together. You know, they twin well.
Did you have a favorite scene from the movie?
Oh, let me think. My favorite scene?
Yeah.
I liked when they were in the club dancing.
Okay.
Yeah. When they were dancing, and that was a distraction because the whole crowd is like watching them and nobody's really paying attention. And you know. Another favorite scene was when they found Pawnee.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I have to give my life for my queen. I'm about to do it. I'm giving my life.
That little nut, I'm swearing that if you, I definitely can rely on MIB to come up with memorable characters.
And I also loved the scene with him and Molly. I won't spoil the end for anyone, but that I like that.
One of my favorites was the poke at Marvel.
Which one was that?
The poke at Marvel with the hammer.
Oh yeah.
That was so
funny.
weak.
That was funny.
So weak when I saw it.
And the beard thing, that beard man. That was kind of gross, but it was kind of cool at the same
when
time.
he turned around and started smacking it.
And he was beating him up. Oh my God.
These two having a conversation. He's just turning around like...
Yeah, this movie definitely had its funny moments. It definitely had some funny moments.
It did.
It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I didn't get tired. No,
I didn't. I didn't either. The twists and turns were really cool. The gadgets were pretty prime. The ingenuity. I think what I liked about this one, as I said before,
the Lexus commercial.
Oh my God, bruh! Oh, I'm so sick of movies being commercials for all the stupid things.
MIB doesn't sell a lot of Lexuses. Is that it?
Yeah,
Lexi.
Yeah, Lexuses? I'll say Alexa. I would say just Lexi.
Lexuses.
That ugly ass car. I'm sorry. I've never been a fan of Lexus. No, I got me a Lexus. Oh, you got a Toyota? That's what you got. Toyota with an L.
You got a Toyota.
You got a Toyota, you loser. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, my favorite scene is when they were fighting the twins. And they had the other car, and they're pulling weapons everywhere out of this car.
Oh yeah, that's more like it. Tailpipe, side mirror, door handle, and she was yes,
everything.
This is it.
I mean, her reaction was like, "Shit, I want a car like this." And they're putting pieces of the car together to make these weapons. I'm like, yo,
yeah,
you never have to worry about being a one-man army with a car like that.
That shit that they did, melting.
Yeah, the shock waves, making it the shock waves with their hands.
Yeah, and they were actually melting the ground. I like that.
That was actually pretty killer.
They were badass. I would love to see them come back, but you know.
Well, unfortunately, they cast them as part of the bad guys. So yeah, you know they had.
And they weren't really the bad guys.
No, they were a distraction for the real bad guy, which was. Misdirection seems to be a thing with MIB, and they did a pretty decent job in this. I wasn't saying it was going to be thoroughly Law and Order elaborate.
You know what else I liked about MIB? And I know we are like all over the place. I like the fact that they didn't make the rookie a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she was actually useful and at times even better than the seasoned agent.
Yeah.
You know, because she initially was the one who was like, hey, something ain't right with these twins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and maybe we should protect this guy. You know, and she was smart enough not to mention, you know, the last conversation that she had with old boy in the truck. What was his name again? I can't remember. The ugly one. The
Fungus. Yeah. Yeah, Fungus.
Yeah.
Ironically, one of the key characters in the whole plot name was Fungus.
I did not like RZA.
Oh.
I didn't like her character. So I felt like she was totally unnecessary.
I felt like her creation was so anticlimactic because they made her seem so larger than life and bigger. And when you see her, you look like, you know what? you look like Saya when we can see your face.
And her raging beauty. I mean, I thought she was going to be like just drop dead, gorgeous. But she had extra arms. Like, how creepy is that?
Extra arm.
I thought she had 2.
No, she only had 1. That Joker was everywhere, though.
It seemed like she had 2.
She never had to worry about wiping her ass.
And that was
that's
creepy
for sure.
as hell.
I'm just saying, she never had to worry about that. Shoot, there's no way you can miss.
Yeah.
She can scrub. She can wash her own back, and she can keep from falling into things. I mean, the third arm right there in the center is probably pretty useful. You think about it.
That was creepy.
You literally can bitch slap somebody and not move.
That was creepy. But overall, it was a good movie.
It was.
It's a good movie. I would go back if there was a sequel. I won't go back to the movies to see this again.
I would give it a shot if they continue to keep M in the picture. If they continue to keep her in the picture, but on what I want,
I think M is like the new Will Smith.
Yeah, but what I want them to do in the next one, like you said, don't make the story so predictable.
Right.
Give it a little bit more oomph to it. Let's see the hero get hurt. Let's see them do a vengeful comeback.
Right.
MIB gets torn down and she gets displaced and hurt, and the threat is still out there. So now she has to use her wits and her brains to come up with a solution. With unlikely allies out there. Maybe see a revisit from some of the previous characters that have shown up.
Right. Well, we got to see those little office ants.
Oh my gosh. When I saw them, I was just like, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm surprised we didn't see Jeb. The one that Will Smith shoots his head off and grows back.
Oh my gosh. I don't think Tony Shalhoub would have came back for that. Tony Shalhoub was like, I'm good. I did Monk. That's all the neurotic.
They probably don't have enough money.
No. They did a good job. If I had to rate it out of 5, I'd give it a 3.5. There's potential there.
Yeah, it was good. I would give it like a 3.
Okay. I guess
I'm taking off the half only because I figured the movie out.
So I'm the more optimistic of the two of us, huh?
Always. And of course you would rate it higher because you didn't figure it out. You got it wrong.
Bruh, really? Okay, I just said I'd take the L. Maybe you gotta smack me with it. Golly.
Yes. So, let's do our this or that.
Okay.
We do our this or that is MIB style.
MIB edition.
MIB edition.
So fancy. Without the fingers, because mine look like runaway crabs. It's weird.
Okay, so this or that for your agents.
Okay.
Agent M or Agent J?
Oh wow. And honestly, and I'll state why. I would say M.
Okay. I'm taking her too.
The fact that she's a new character, so there's still depth there.
Mm-hmm.
2, there's a potential of doing things, and you can see that she can just go in different directions.
Right.
Nothing against
Will Smith.
Nothing against Jay.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the same character every time.
That slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
And that kind of street smart type of naivety.
And there were times during the movies I wanted him to just be straight serious.
Just be serious.
Yeah.
And not be playing all the damn.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a joke behind it. Just, when to give this and give that,
I loved her. And I'm going to take Agent M all day long. So, K or H?
Wow. I like K. I liked them both, but I had to go with K. Because if you take the stories behind them,
mm-hmm.
they both were bruised and broken
mm-hmm.
some way, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But K's story hit you a lot harder. And for me, that made him more of an underdog in this case.
Mm-hmm.
he was just trying to get back to where he enjoyed the job and loved it, but you could start seeing him just drift. Mm-hmm. Whereas with H, he still had it, but he was still trying to figure out, well, why am I like this?
I'm gonna be completely shallow.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm gonna take H because he's so much better to look at.
Oh my god!
Every time I see Tommy Lee Jones, the only thing I think about is him and fucking Angelina Jolie.
Stop!
And that kiss on the red carpet.
Okay.
Like, we all fucking... I bet her hands smelled like puss when they were on the red carpet. Like, I can't get that out of my head. It's like burned into my retina.
I'm trying not to choke while she's making these observations. Okay. And no, this podcast is not a commercial, okay? You're not going to see...
Yeah, no.
You know, so they did Lexus. What else did they do?
I don't know. We're not doing all this and that.
Well, just... sorry. That was a question. All right, go.
Agent O or Z?
Oh.
I love her. I love her.
Very,
Nanny
very...
McPhee.
Very, very...
I love all of Emma Thompson's movies.
Stiff upper lip.
There has not been... I can't think of not one single movie that woman has been in that I did not love. I love it. I think she's a great actress.
I actually, when I watched Natty McPhee, I actually could not stop looking at that tooth. And I felt bad. Like, it's a great movie, but I couldn't stop staring at that tooth.
Right.
Like, why are we looking at this? Why can't I say what? It's like that Austin Powers with the one agent Adam Savage was playing, or Fred Savage. Yeah. And Austin was so obsessed with his mole, and he kept making all the jokes.
Mole.
I was so weak.
Yeah.
But you're right. Emma Thompson,
I love her.
Nails it. Every role she played. And
but
she makes it seem so natural.
I think I like, because I'm a serious person, I like the seriousness.
You serious?
With the little funny ending. You know what I mean? That it's like you get that straight with a little chaser of funny. So I like that.
But she slides it in so cool and so slick that you don't see it coming.
Yeah. And Agent T, I love Liam Nielsen. I love him to death. But again, I thought his character was so predictable and so shallow. On the flip side of that, I love C. Because I knew that they wanted us to think, okay, that this guy is just a bad guy that's setting up H. You know, he's out to get him because he's the favorite and he's the pretty boy. But he's the real bad guy. He's he had more to gain. He had more to gain. By sabotaging MIB. Yeah. So that is our this or that, and this is a short one. Yeah, today. I mean, sometimes it's all about quality and not quantity. But we got some things. Yes. Coming up. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Starting with this video recording. Yes. Every once in a while, we're going to do our video podcast so you can see us speaking. You can see the facial expression. Yeah, so whenever he says, "You should see her face right now," when I'm like so done. But she's got to get used to being on the camera. I'm used to being in front of a camera all the time. I'm not. She's got to get used to that. It's just a matter of, okay, just remember it's watching us, but we're chatting among each other. We're conversing, and we're exchanging ideas and stuff like that. I think the color of my shirt's not working, so I'm gonna have orange like you. Yeah, and then he's getting ready to go to we got Blerdicorn and San Diego Comic-Con. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You gotta do a live. You have got to either do a live on our Facebook or on our Instagram. I was going to say Instagram. I would rather do our Instagram. Do a live on our Instagram, and then we'll see if we could put it on.
Yeah, so I'll definitely do that for everybody. Some of you,
so you could see him participating at the convention.
Some of you wanted to be a part of these conventions.
Yeah.
I have no problem doing it live, and I'll be doing Dragon Con Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
So that's gonna be fire.
He'll come back and you can catch him on Rogue Catnip on YouTube, and he'll tell you all about it.
I will try my best, and of course, if you want someone, the ultimate foodie, to give you suggestions. We got some big projects coming along.
I was going to pop some bottles tonight, but...
Popping bottles with models.
I was going to have some wine tonight, but
stuff.
I got to drive later, so I got to drive in a little bit.
I got to drive tomorrow, so...
Yeah. So, but next time, definitely get the drunk us.
She'll be more drunk than me.
No, hell no. I'm a sailor from way back. I got this.
Oh gosh,
shit.
But I can't. Maybe I can only.
Some more reviews coming up for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Until Marvel gives us a movie.
There are some. And that's actually a video in it.
There's a couple TV shows I think we should look into.
Okay.
Reviewing or talking about,
but that's a topic in itself too, about what Marvel could potentially be doing.
Yes,
because
I'm going to do on somebody today talking about that they think that Marvel should do a movie with Riri Williams, and I wanted to interject myself in that conversation, but I could not.
I mean, you could have.
And there were some hood dudes. But they actually do a little bit about what they were talking about.
Yeah. Believe it or not, with the emergence of comics, a lot of the younger people that you didn't think would...
No, these were old heads.
Well,
they were like our age.
Yeah, but you have some young people that are actually really getting into the history of a lot of these characters.
Right.
And I just want to know what Marvel's going to do. They now have the potential to do anything.
Yeah.
And make it... Ryan Coogler, if you get Ryan on another project of somebody, of a hero with color, I'm telling you.
Riri Williams, we need Ironheart.
There we go.
So sorry.
There we go.
I'm going to fuck a name up on every podcast.
That's all right. But you know what?
I got this.
If you really want to do OG, do Young Avengers. Bring Patriot into it.
Young Avengers, yes.
Bring Patriot into it.
They were talking about that too. I was like... Y'all might know a little something.
Fun fact, that character almost made it into Black Panther.
Really?
He almost made it into Black Panther. But Ryan Coogler, and I like Ryan Coogler. Maybe
he'll make it into Panther too. Yeah.
You never know.
I'm so excited.
There's some, oh my gosh. There's so much potential.
I just had to do it one time.
Huh?
One time for the one time.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, so we got to wrap this up because we're a little bit over.
That's fine. Thank you guys for checking us out.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for supporting us.
Rogue Catnip on on YouTube. Look for my guy, his B series.
Miss Angee Eats, the world's pronounced foodie, on Facebook, Instagram,
all platforms.
Twitter. Yeah, she's all the plats.
Yeah.
She do all the
And
plats.
then look for us, Blerdicorn Speaks. We're on Facebook, YouTube. No.
Blerdicorn Speaks.
What did I say?
You said Blerdicorn. You were thinking of the convention.
Blerdicorn.
Yeah, Blerdicorn Speaks.
Blerdicorn, SPKS.
And soon, we're going to have our site up and we're going to be offering these. All right. This is the genius who's creating these shirts. And I'll be wearing a different color.
Mine is cuter.
Every time.
Yes.
And
we're going to be official.
And I'm already talking to some friends that are going to wear our shirts. And they're going to go to different events. And they're going to represent us. Yep. So we want to get the word out.
Get the word out.
So if you're interested.
It's a movement.
Yes.
It's a movement. So.
When I created this years ago, I didn't realize that it was going to be something that would kick in. But I'm pretty proud of this.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that this lady has jumped on board and is helping us support this. So I appreciate it. So we're going to let you go, guys.
Yes.
And as always, from your boy, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and please stay sexy.
Yes. Happy eating.
We are so broken.